Hello everybody, this is Stephen Whitfield with Drilling Contractor. I am here in the Woodlands, Texas at the 2025 SPE Hydraulic Fracturing Technology Conference. I'm at the booth here at Oil States. A lot of activity going on right now, and we're going to be talking with a couple of representatives from the company in just a minute about a couple of technologies that the company is presenting here, the EPIC Flex Orbit perforating system and the Smart Start time delay plus frac valve. A couple of cool technologies. Let's check it out. So we are here at the Oil States booth to talk about the EPIC Flex Orbit perforating system. Now, if you're a really astute viewer or reader of Drilling Contractor, you might remember the name of this man right here, Zach Wade. We've spoken to him before about different things, guns, perf guns, with this system. So we're going to talk about the EPIC system right here. So Zach, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So let's just talk about this perforating system. Tell us a little bit about what makes it unique, what's cool about it.
EPIC Flex perforating system. The good thing about it is it gives you a lot of flexibility. I mean, honestly, you can change out everything from the charges to the telemetry. It's fully customizable. Now, it also offers the option if you want a one-stop shop, manufactured option. We can provide all of it, the charges, the hardware, the telemetry. We have our own panel, our own switch, our EPIC system that can go with it. You know, that way you're only shopping in one spot. But either way, the main focus of the gun is to be able to provide the wireline operation a flexible alternative where they can call the shots and load what they want to load into it if they want to, or we can do it for them as well. So, yeah, it kind of works out nicely.
Why is it important to have that kind of flexibility in wireline?
Jobs change quickly. Sometimes you need to go from one charge to another charge if you're trying to get a different type of entrance hole or exit hole. You know, also, if you got a mag full of charges that you need to burn through before you buy somebody else's, you know, this gun is that. We can send it to you and you load those charges in and you own the whole thing and burn up that inventory. The other thing is, you know, there's all kinds of different telemetry out there. And, you know, yes, we want you to buy ours, but we know that there are some others out there that you already have that panel in your truck. So it's a big investment when you got to invest in a whole nother panel and a whole nother setup. So, you know, to get things started, we can get you the guns and, you know, we'll put your switch or, you know, telemetry in it for you, or you can do it yourself as well. So, honestly, it just makes their life a lot easier. That's the whole goal, is where they have a system where they could change it if they need to on the fly. They could do it at the shop, even in the trailer if they need to. So it really is a nice option to have, I think, versus sending guns back and swapping everything. I mean, a lot less training, a lot less downtime for your operators. I mean, the guys out there actually doing the work, they get familiar with it, and sometimes they like to stick to that. So.
What kind of time savings do we see with having everything in one place?
It's substantial. I mean, it depends situationally. You know, if, for example, if you have a system where you can't change out the charges and you got to change to a different style charge, a DP over a good hole or equal entry hole, that could take a day to 2 days before you can get somebody else to make them, load them, send them to you. So it just depends on the situation, but I mean, you could literally, once you have everything there, you can change it on the fly. It all comes down to logistics at that point.
Well, Zach, always a pleasure. Thanks for talking to us about this.
Yes, thanks for having me.
All right, we're here with Rob Staten here at the booth. We're going to be talking about the Smart Start Plus tow valve. A lot of cool stuff here in the world of completion. So, Rob, thank you so much for joining me.
Yes, sir. Nice to meet you.
So let's talk about the components of this tow valve. Tell us what you've been telling everybody out here in the booth at this conference.
All right, so the Smart Start tow valve was developed at the beginning of the horizontal plays for fracturing and completions. There was a need by the operator to have a non-explosive option to establish a pump-in point to begin their completions. So they came to us along with the Texas Regulatory Commission, and we developed the Smart Start Plus. This particular tow valve has a couple unique features to it. So one, it's got a torque through mandrel, so you don't have to send personnel to location. They can pick it up, they can torque it right to the bottom of their casing string and cement it in place. Number two, it's got a rupture disc in it, so once everything's set, you pressure up on the well bore and you rupture the disc to start actuation of the tool. The most unique portion of this particular system is that it has a metering system which allows you to get a casing test for 30 to 60 minutes before the tool opens, so you have your regulatory requirement met, and then the tool opens, you establish your pump in point, and you begin your pump down completions.
So you talk about the regulatory requirements with the casing test. Why is it important to have that 30 to 60 minute window?
The Regulatory Commission requires that we show everything is set and in place and contained before we perforate or open the toe sleeve. And with this toe sleeve, you don't have to run coil tube and perforating to perforate that toe sleeve, so you're going to save a bunch of time, a bunch of money, and you'll have less personnel on location.
All right, you said time savings and money savings. That seems like the magic words for operators everywhere.
Definitely.
So overall in the completion stage, what kind of value do we see overall in terms of like the time that we save out of this?
Yeah, so if you run this, you run it with your completion string, so you don't have rig up time for your coil tubing unit. You don't have run in hole and pull out a hole time, so you're probably going to save anywhere from 18 to 36 hours just by running this sleeve.
It's a lot of time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, Rob, thank you so much for telling us about this toe sleeve. We appreciate it.
I appreciate it too. Thank you, man.
Special thanks to Rob and Zach for talking to us about these technologies from Oil States here. This is Stephen Whitfield. Thank you very much for visiting Drilling Contractor.